Let's do another configuration for multi-file project. So first, let me stop the debugger. Here's a red button. Now it's a plain editor mode. What we are going to do is we are going to spread the code into multiple files. So here, File Explorer. So in addition to main.cpp, for example, let's have a program1.cpp or module1 function1.cpp. You can give any name as you like. Let's do function1.cpp. Here, void function1. There, let's do like function1, just to display. We got cout is in error because we did not include IO stream yet. So we are going to call function1 defined in another file from main1. So here, suppose I'm going to call function1. Then, of course, function1 call is error because the function1 is not defined yet. Then how do we call a function in another file in C++? Before you call it, you need to give a keyword extron and then define function prototype. A prototype is a return value, return type, void type, name of the function, and the parameter. So that is a prototype. So you need to give a extron declaration, which means function f1 has a return type of a void and then no parameter, but it is defined outside this file. That's meaning of extron. Then there is no error in referring to that. Then how do we compile and run this code? Is as follows. First, the function1.cpp, which does not have a main.cpp, so you cannot compile to produce executable code. I'm using Mac, so if I do g++ function1.cpp, there will be error. But if you use a Mac, a similar error message, but different anyway. If you do g++ and the file name, then the g++ expects this file has a main function so that we can build an executable file. In the Mac, it's a.out. Windows, it's a.exe. But function1.cpp does not have such. We have an error. Then how do we compile the function, this file which does not have a main? So just do g++ dash c. But if always we want to use a debugger, then dash g is required in the function1.cpp. So dash c is a compile only, do not build for executable file. That's meaning of dash c. So if I do that, and then what I got is a .o file is created. So .o file is intermediate file. The C++ program is translated into machine code, but it's not ready for execution yet because it does not have a main function. So that's a first step. So using dash C option, just convert it to .o file. That is the first of all. Also, main.cpp, we can do similarly. Even if we have a main function, we can do similarly g++ minus c minus g main.cpp. Then what I got is a main.o, which is intermediate file. It's not ready for execution yet, just this file only. So we have converted from C++ to main. Then machine language. Then how do we put those two things together? So function 1.0, main.o, we can now put together with some other utilities for this program environment to make it executable. That is a G++, and then main.o, function 1.o, just put all .o files needed for this single application. Then a.out is created for Mac, a.exe will be created if you're using Windows. Now, as we run it, the function one is called. Of course, if you are using Windows, it's a dot slash a only. Dot exe is optional, so you can just execute and then see the result. So this is how to deal with a multi-file project. But as you can see, compiling each file separately and then putting them together to produce executable code is a quite a complex process. If you have several files, then the environment provides another utility to manage those ones a lot easier. So let's talk about that in the next video.